Even after age 50, staying strong is simpler than you might think. You only truly need a few key exercises to maintain your strength and vitality. Have you ever noticed how time seems to speed up once we pass 50? Our bodies start to respond differently. Strength no longer feels the same. Breathing can become shorter, and our muscles lose some of their firmness and don't react as quickly. Even if our minds stay sharp, the real challenge often lies elsewhere: acceptance. We might start to tell ourselves that this decline is just part of the natural course of aging, that there's nothing we can do to change it. But it's precisely in that quiet acceptance where the real enemy hides. Because once we believe that losing strength, mobility, and endurance is normal, we unknowingly stop taking the steps that could reverse the process. The truth is, it is reversible. That's the most important message here. You can regain strength, restore your vitality, and rebuild confidence by doing just a few simple exercises. You don't need a gym membership, fancy machines, or a complicated routine. Every exercise can be adapted to your current fitness level, even if you've never exercised before. Today, I'm going to introduce 3 powerful exercises that form the foundation of lifelong strength. I'll explain how to adapt each one to your level, how to progress gradually and safely, and how to fit them into a weekly routine that could truly change your life. But before we begin, I'd love to hear about you. Take a moment to leave a comment with your name and the city you're watching from. It helps us build a stronger community on senior wellness, where we're all committed to staying active, strong, and independent as we age. Alright, let's dive into the exercises. We'll start with exercise 3, push-ups. You might be thinking, oh no, push-ups again. Aren't they too hard? Or maybe, aren't push-ups just another cliché exercise? This time-tested movement remains one of the best ways to strengthen your upper body using only your own weight. Push-ups primarily target the chest, triceps, and shoulders, the muscles we use for almost every arm movement in daily life. Whether you're pushing a shopping cart, lifting a heavy pan, or helping yourself up from the floor after a fall, these muscles are doing the work. That's not all. Push-ups also engage your core, including your abs, your lower back, and your glutes. A strong core is critical for good posture, less back pain, and better overall balance and stability as we age. The standard push-up is simple in theory. Place your hands and feet on the floor, keep your body in a straight line like a plank, and bend and straighten your elbows. It may sound easy, but within that simplicity lie subtle details that can make a big difference in how effective and safe the exercise is. Let's talk about adapting push-ups, which is absolutely essential if you're starting or restarting exercise after 50. A full push-up with your body fully extended, supported only on your hands and toes can be very challenging at first, and that's perfectly okay. There's no shame in starting small. In fact, real wisdom lies in recognizing your current level and building up gradually. For beginners, I recommend starting with wall push-ups. Stand about an arm's length away from a wall. Place your palms flat against it at shoulder height, then slowly bend your elbows to bring your chest toward the wall. Push back until your arms are straight. This simple movement engages the same muscle groups as a regular push-up but with much less strain. It's a perfect way to build initial strength and learn the correct movement pattern. As wall push-ups become easier, and they often will, faster than you might expect, you can progress to an incline push-up. Instead of a wall, place your hands on a stable elevated surface, like a table, countertop, or the back of a sturdy couch. Keep your body straight, bend your elbows, and push back up. The lower the surface, the more challenging the exercise becomes. When you're ready for more, try knee push-ups. With your knees on the ground and your body straight from head to knees, you still work your upper body and core effectively, but you have less body weight to manage. And when the standard push-up finally feels doable, maybe even easy, you can try the decline push-up. For this, elevate your feet on a bench or step. This shifts more of your body weight onto your chest and shoulders, intensifying the challenge. But no matter which variation you choose, proper technique is crucial. A few universal rules apply to all versions. Keep your body aligned from head to heels or head to knees in modified versions. Imagine your body as a straight line. Don't let your hips sag or stick up. This protects your spine and makes the movement more efficient. Pay attention to your elbow angle. Don't let them flare out too far to the sides. Aim for about a 45-degree angle between your upper arms and your body. This positioning protects your shoulders and focuses the work on your chest muscles. Also remember to breathe correctly. Inhale as you lower down, and exhale as you push back up. Proper breathing adds stability and power to your movement. Control each repetition. A slow, controlled descent and push is always better and safer than rushing. Watch your head too. One common mistake is allowing the head to jut forward. Instead, keep your gaze just slightly ahead of your hands so your neck stays aligned with your spine. Now, how many push-ups should you do? The answer is, start where you are. Maybe that means just 5 wall push-ups per set, or maybe you can manage 10 knee push-ups. The important thing is to find that productive challenge, the point where it feels tough, but you can still maintain good form. Rest for about 60 to 90 seconds between sets or longer if you need it. There's no rush. Listen to your body. Over time, you'll begin to feel the reward of consistency. Suddenly, those first 5 reps become easier. Then they become 10, then 12. And before you know it, you'll be ready to move on to the next variation, something that once felt impossible. If the push-up is known as the king of upper body exercises, then squats could be considered its lower body counterpart. Let's talk about exercise 2, squats. Among all the exercises out there, the squat is one of the most direct reflections of our functional independence in everyday life. Think about it for a moment. How many times a day do you sit down and get back up from a chair, a couch, or even the toilet? How often do you need to pick something up from the floor or lower yourself to reach a low shelf? This fundamental movement, so vital to maintaining our autonomy, often becomes more difficult as we age unless we actively work to preserve it. When you squat, you engage the largest and strongest muscle groups in your body: the quadriceps at the front of your thighs, the hamstrings at the back, the gluteal muscles in your hips and buttocks, and the deep core muscles that stabilize your torso. This huge muscle activation gives your metabolism a major boost. In simple terms, you burn more calories and build more lean muscle while burning fat. But the benefits of squats go far beyond appearance or calorie burn. Squats strengthen your knee and hip joints, improving their resilience and stability. They also promote flexibility in the lower body, something that often decreases with age. Perhaps most importantly for people over 50, squats naturally stimulate the production of anabolic hormones like testosterone and growth hormone. These hormones are key for maintaining and even building muscle mass. This is crucial because sarcopenia, the medical term for age-related muscle loss, is one of the main reasons older adults lose mobility, strength, and independence. Regularly doing squats helps fight this process and also helps preserve bone density, another essential component of healthy aging and fall prevention. At its core, a squat is a simple movement. You bend your knees and hips to lower your body toward the floor, then you stand back up. It might sound easy, and in essence it is, but, like the push-up, squats offer many variations that can be adapted to your current fitness level. If you're returning to physical activity after a long break, start with assisted squats. Stand in front of a sturdy chair or countertop and hold onto it lightly for balance. Slowly lower yourself by pushing your hips back as if sitting in that chair. Then stand back up. Move with control and take your time. There's no need to rush. This will build strength while keeping you safe. As your confidence and strength improve, move to unassisted bodyweight squats, no support needed. Eventually, you can increase the challenge by holding light weights such as water bottles or books. Simply increasing your number of repetitions is also an effective and safe way to progress. If you have knee sensitivity or past joint issues, try a partial squat. Here, you only descend as far as is comfortable. You don't have to go all the way down right away. As your strength and flexibility improve, you'll naturally be able to deepen your squat over time. Proper form and technique are essential. Start by placing your feet shoulder-width apart, with your toes pointing slightly outward. As you begin to lower your body, imagine you're sitting back into a chair placed behind you. This mental cue helps push your hips backward, which protects the knees and ensures a safe movement path. Keep your chest lifted, your eyes looking forward, and your spine in its natural curve, neither overly arched nor rigidly straight. Make sure your knees track in the same direction as your toes and do not collapse inward. If you notice your knees caving in, it's a sign that the muscles stabilizing your hips need more strengthening, something squats will help with over time. Another common mistake is allowing the heels to lift off the floor during the movement. This often indicates tightness in the ankles and can throw off your balance. If this happens, place a folded towel or small board under your heels temporarily while you work on improving ankle flexibility. Pay attention to your breathing. Inhale deeply as you lower yourself, letting your abdomen expand, and exhale with controlled effort as you rise. This diaphragmatic breathing improves oxygen flow to your muscles and helps stabilize your core and spine. Unlike push-ups, squats can generally be done at a slightly higher volume, since your legs are naturally more resistant to fatigue. For older adults beginning their fitness journey, a good starting point is 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. As your endurance builds, you can gradually increase to 3 to 4 sets. Rest for 90 to 180 seconds between sets, depending on your cardiovascular fitness and how intense the previous set felt. Always prioritize quality of movement over quantity. Remember, progress isn't just measured by numbers, but by how you feel in daily life. Don't be surprised if your heart is racing and your breathing is heavier after completing a set of squats. That's perfectly normal. In fact, it's one of the major benefits of this exercise. With regular practice, you'll notice more than just stronger leg muscles. Everyday tasks like climbing stairs, standing up from low chairs, or picking something off the floor will start to feel noticeably easier. It's as if your body is remembering how to move efficiently and confidently again. By combining squats with the push-ups we covered earlier, you're already working a substantial portion of your muscles. But there's still one crucial piece missing: the core. This central area of the body needs focused strengthening, especially as we age. Before we move on to the final exercise that targets this area, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Staying connected to science-based, trustworthy information is one of the best ways to stay motivated, consistent, and safe as you build a stronger, more resilient body. Part 2. Now, let's move on to exercise 1, planks. First, let's clear up a common misconception. The core isn't just about the visible six-pack abs we often see in magazines. The core is a whole system of muscles. It includes the transverse abdominis, a deep abdominal muscle, the obliques on the sides of your torso, the muscles in your lower back, your diaphragm, and even parts of your hip muscles. Together, these muscles work in harmony to stabilize your spine, transfer force between your upper and lower body, and allow you to move safely in any direction. As we age, we often lose tone in these deep core muscles. This decline in core strength is directly related to common issues like chronic lower back pain, poor balance, and even urinary incontinence. The plank is a powerful tool to reverse this weakening. It teaches your body to resist unwanted movement and hold the spine in a neutral, safe position. This ability to hold and support the spine is absolutely essential for injury prevention and overall spinal health. But the benefits of the plank go far beyond just a stronger midsection. You'll also likely notice improvements in your posture, a reduction in back discomfort, better balance, and even enhanced performance in other exercises like squats and push-ups. Everything becomes more stable and controlled. The basic version of the plank is performed by getting into a position similar to the start of a push-up, but with your forearms on the ground instead of your hands. Your elbows should be directly below your shoulders, your feet about hip-width apart, and your body forming a straight line from head to heels. It might sound simple, but try holding that position for 30 seconds and you'll quickly realize how effective it is. As with any exercise, there are beginner variations. You can start with your knees on the ground, which significantly reduces the load on your core. Or you can do a standing version, leaning your forearms against a wall or sturdy table, similar to the wall push-up adaptation. Correct form is critical to gaining the benefits and avoiding injury. Keep your spine in a neutral alignment, not overly arched or rigidly straight. Engage your core consciously. Don't just passively hold the position, really activate it. Imagine drawing your belly button slightly in toward your spine, but do so without holding your breath. This small effort makes a big difference. Also avoid elevating your shoulders up toward your ears. That's a common reaction to tension, but it takes the work away from your core and may cause discomfort in your neck. Keep your shoulders relaxed, your neck aligned, and keep breathing steadily. Another common mistake is letting the hips sag toward the floor, which can put pressure on your lower back. Others raise their hips too high, which also reduces the effectiveness of the core work. Both errors shift the load away from where it should be and can lead to poor results or discomfort. Unlike push-ups or squats, which are counted in repetitions, the plank is an isometric exercise, meaning it's about holding a position, so we measure it by time, not reps. For beginners, start with 3 sets of 10 to 20 seconds, resting 45 to 75 seconds between each set. As you build endurance, gradually increase the duration to 30, 45, or even 60 seconds per set. So now we have 3 foundational movements: the push-up, the squat, and the plank. Organizing these into a smart weekly routine is the key to achieving results safely and consistently. After 50, our bodies take a bit longer to recover, so we must respect that rhythm. Here's a balanced weekly routine to get you started. Monday. Warm up for 5 minutes light walking or joint mobility exercises. Do 3 sets of push-ups, choosing the variation that suits your level. Follow with 3 sets of squats. Then perform 2 sets of planks, and with gentle stretching to relax the body. Tuesday. Active recovery day. A 20 to 30 minute walk at a moderate pace or some light flexibility, mobility exercises are perfect. These recovery days are just as important as your workout days. Wednesday. Warm up similarly to Monday. Start with 3 sets of squats, possibly increasing the number of reps from Monday. Then do 3 sets of planks, aiming to hold each one a little longer. Finish with 2 sets of push-ups. Since your core has already been engaged during the planks, we slightly reduce the push-up volume on this day. Thursday. Another active recovery day, similar to Tuesday. These days help your joints recover, improve circulation, and support long-term consistency. Friday. Warm up for 7 to 8 minutes to prepare your body. Then move into a circuit-style session. Perform 1 set each of push-ups, squats, and planks with minimal rest between exercises. Repeat the circuit 3 times total. This method adds a mild cardiovascular challenge and keeps the workout engaging. Finish the session with stretching and deep breathing. This simple weekly structure targets all the major muscle groups, supports mobility, builds cardiovascular fitness, and allows for proper recovery, exactly what you need for healthy, active aging. If you enjoyed this routine and want to learn more about isometric exercises that can strengthen and heal your body at any age, we've prepared a special video just for you. It's appearing on your screen right now. Click it to discover some of the best isometric exercises for every part of your body. Thank you for staying with us through this journey. Keep showing up, keep moving forward, and, as always, may God bless you, my friend.